Hey guys, TK3 here, fresh off the heels of just getting the 4MS world record back, so really quickly, I thought I'd try to remake the guide that I made when I first got world record, which is like a year old at this point. It's very poorly made, and it's just kind of not correct anymore. It'd still get the job done, but there's a lot of new specific tech that it just wouldn't cover. But to start, we're gonna skip past King's Pass because you should know how this is. And what we're gonna do, we're just gonna run through every important kind of part of the run, anything that you need to know. If you don't know, I start my buffer jumps here. You want to buffer jump to the bank, to here, do a big jump right when you hit the ground, like maybe a frame after you hit the ground, and go woo, down here, go to the left. This is where the 4MS run gets started. So, what's important to remember with this room is very random. What you're gonna do is you're gonna come through here, you're gonna pre-jump this, and then inventory drop down there. And you're gonna want to be very careful with gruzzers. They can just get in your way and ruin the whole run. So you go. What I do is I pre-jump right when I hit this thing in the background, like right when his face touches. I go. That was a little early, but you get the idea. Go here, that, and then you inventory drop down here, and that's that room. So, coming up, walk through, oh hey. Alright, that's the room. So, grab one, butterfly pogo. I'll just walk through this and you can see, okay. So, that's actually an incredible leading segment. You'll notice, I don't know if you can see on inventory display, input display, I held a full jump and it shortened me off a lot. What can happen in this game is something called the ceiling glitch, where if an enemy touches the ceiling while you do, the game thinks you have touched the ceiling and it will cancel your upwards momentum. It'll cancel your upwards velocity, and so you will just fall. Basically, invisible ceiling glitch in Melee, and it happens a lot in this room in particular. And it can kind of kill runs. Like you saw, I hit the tick because of it. That's a crawl. My bad. I hit the crawl because of it, and it's very rough, and there's not much you can do about it. But assuming everything goes right, there's two variations to this room. One, you can either go up here, and then that lets you... whatever. That lets you get the pogo. And the fast way to do that, that's how current patch does it. It saves a little bit of time on 1221, but you have to wait a second. Like, see, that was too slow. It's very hard to really save time with it because you can't just go. What I do in my run, it saves point too. What I go for usually is I just go and I come here. Yeah, a lot easier. You wait. And that's all it is. You can do 2 slashes if you want. I go for 1 because it's faster. The issue with 1 slash is you see him. He's coming over. He can hit the ceiling and get you ceiling glitch when you're leaving this room. But for the most part, that doesn't happen. I find what happens is if you come here, you hit him, and then a lot of times you'll see me do a pogo when I finish this pogo, because he can be here and this crawler can be here, and you don't want to get hit right before Moloch. But if you do that, usually it doesn't happen, but if it does, the Vengefly tends to go upwards, which can screw you over. And then next, this is another random part. You're just going to be very careful. And then you're also just going to fall off this ledge. And no inventory drop, it loses time, but you're going to want to fall. Just get as close to this as you can, and then short hop up slash. That's all you got to do for that room. This room. This is probably my favorite room around. I'm going to go back and do a save state, because there are, like, infinite ways you can go through this room. So the gruzzers are random. It's like he's too high. I'm gonna 2 slash down there. No one here. Okay, we're good. There's only 3 gruzzers in this room. So always be on the careful. 2 of them tend to spawn in this like first area. Like you can see one. So okay, that's just very unlucky. Don't have that happen. Lamau. But yeah, there's a lot of ways through this room. Yeah, it's just like you have to react. So I can go here. This is probably the safest, is to go over under, and do like that, and then you just pogo up, pogo down. That's just a room you kind of have to feel for. This room, this is right before Monk, you're going to fall. Right when you hit this lamp, like when you're overlapping with it, You just full jump, and you turn right, you're here, pogo, otherwise you'll hit the spikes, and now you are at Moloch. This fight's really fun. It's kind of hard to explain. So I'll just give it a try. We'll see how I do. I'm a little out of practice. Ooh, I'm way out of practice. The last 4MS run I did was on current patch. I would never dynamo it. I dynamo it. Okay, so not a great example, obviously. But there's some general notes here, if you're paying attention. So, biggest thing at the start is Scream Skip. This is very important because it lets you do 7 hits, 7 or 8. So the way I do it is you walk into this arena, you're going to want to short hop onto that ledge and then like do a mid-range jump, down slash. And that maximizes damage. So here. Boom. And then I started swinging late because I felt like I wanted to talk about something, but you get 1 hit and then you get 7 after for a total of 8 hits before the first attack. Which is really good. That saves like quite a bit of time. And then I spend this whole fight. You just want to get around the claw hitbox. You get 3 hits and then you're moving out of the way. On this attack, you can get close enough where you just won't get hit at all. I'll rescue it. Yeah, on the big spit, you want to huddle up really close to Moloch. On the jumping slash, you just have to be ready. You can get 2 on the first way down and then 3 on the second way down. I'm sure if you optimized it with pogos, you could get like 1 more slash, but I find that to be not worth it, because I'm not good at it. Yeah, you're kind of spending the whole fight just outside the claw range. If you get hit during the big spit, I like to stay inside Moloch as much as possible. Why am I going into this fight with 3 health? Whatever. If you get hit by the big spit, I like to do 3 up slashes and then just like... You can do 3. You have to be moving out of his body in the 3rd one. But I find that the way to stay safe. The issue with being inside him is that if you cross him up in the middle, he'll attack the other side. And that's dangerous because now you're like dangerously off the 3-hit cycle. But yeah, that's Moloch. Ooh, that's fine. Yeah, 1, 2. Something I'm also doing is I'm kind of just letting nail pushback do all the work for me. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I don't move too much. A lot of times if he's moving toward me, I kind of just let nail pushback do it for me. It's definitely a fight that you're going to want to practice. It's very hard to just like understand it from just a video like this, but generally 3 hits, jump away, or jump up. You can exploit the vertical hitbox of it a lot. That's weird. Yeah, you can exploit the vertical hitbox of it a lot. So let me kill Moloch again. Hopefully let me not die like a dumb idiot. And then we can move into the rest of it. I much prefer, personally, if Moloch goes right. This is a bad fight. After Scream Skip, I find that to be way easier to deal with. Okay. Yeah, that's Moloch. Ideally, as long as you have 2 health after you kill him, you can heal back the pull. This is the hardest part of the run, is picking up this mash shard. If you jump too early, you won't get it. You'll just like awkwardly float inside of it. And then you have to jump up again to get it, which is like a second. I don't really want to refight Moloch, but generally, I like to stand around here off to the side And as soon as it moves to the center and it like poofs, like it explodes, that's when you want to jump, hold left, and pick it up. And yeah, that's everything through Shard 1. Moving forward, this one, this is the max range you can leave it once you're past this Moloch. This is a really hard one. I don't recommend greeting it, but it only loses like 0.4 if you mess it up. Here, this is a important pre-jump. I don't even, it doesn't save anything, but you kind of just want to go in this. Let me turn off this bump in the rocks, like where it dips. So I go here, mini hop. That's how I do it. This one's Weevil will get mad at me for this. What I do is I inventory drop down. But it is faster to get lucky. There's an RNG softball here that's faster. But the issue is sometimes you will lose like a full second for no reason. Yeah, just like that. It's can't do anything. I go for inventory. I think consistency is key in a category that's filled with RNG. This room, all you're doing, you can just jump over that guy holding straight. This guy, you can keep moving straight. Like you don't have to worry about him at all. And just when you're on the edge of that platform, you're just gonna pogo and keep holding left. No jump or anything. And that's all for that. Look, this guy, you're safe. This guy, short hop. I said run off pogo. I lied. I'm so sorry. It's short hop at the end, pogo, and just hold left the way through. This is the hardest part of the run. It's just... Oh my god, I missed the jump. That's something I've never done before. So yeah, you walk into this room. The goal is to get the grub without touching the ground. Touching the ground loses like 0.2 or 3. So you go like that, hit him. It's very easy to greed this and then miss the grub entirely, and that's just a dead run. I don't have a visual cue for that. It's just kind of feels, which I know isn't super helpful. But yeah, get lucky. And then you move back through. We want to go for Aspid double spike here. This is of course the hardest part of the run. I highly recommend you just watch Rhino Feeder's tutorial on this. But if you don't know, what you want to do is you kill that first guy. Generally what people do is they walk through and they do down slash, down slash, down slash. What I've been going for is up slash, up slash, up slash. Or, very rarely, if the aspect is in line with this platform, you can do side slash, up smash, and they hit this. But that's not common. What you want to do, come here, and then you stand, like, over this left post. And then as soon as you see the aspid come down, you jump, hit, then you're on your way. But yeah, watch Rhino Feeder's tutorial on that. And then next is Shard 2. So I just want to go through this really quickly. Just go over Benchfly Pogo. This is very sloppy. This is unwinnable, actually. But yeah, that's the Pogo, at least. And so, okay. So, Benchfly Pogo. What you're gonna do, you're gonna go through this room. You don't want to stop at all. When you reach, like, this gap in the grass, you full jump. And then that sets you up for the cycle. You go here, and then jump, jump. I pogo this guy on my way. And then you reach the Benchfly. And so when you reach the Benchfly, what I like to do is I like to jump out, up slash. Here. Here, let's see, I jump out, I up slash, and now I jump back, pogo. That was unlucky. Sometimes that can happen. What's important about up slashing if you're playing on 1-2-2-1 is the ceiling glitch that I mentioned earlier. If you don't up slash, the Benchfly will still be alive when you're in the gomes, and it'll just stuff all of your jumps. Like, it's unwinnable. Jump, here, pogo, A, up slash, pogo, 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 pogo. I'll discuss how to do that. Alright, so yeah, that's that. When you're going through the gomes after you've up slashed the fly, what I did is 1, and then 2 on this guy, 2 on this guy. I find that's the best way to make sure the Benchfly does not hit the ceiling. That can happen if they spawn too high up. What I used to do was 1-3-2, but then I found that more often than not, the Benchfly would get stuck and just ruin my pace. But yeah, 1, 2-2. Oh, that's bad. Not making a great case for myself. Yeah, it 1-2-2, 1-3-2. Just kind of depends on what you're more comfortable with. Keep in mind, you're also not going to get, like, debug bench flies ever. Yeah, that was a little sketchy. I would have gone for 3. Now you're through, and you just want to kind of hold right through this part. Like, you can just jump there, from here. This guy's, this is a weird section. So, I'll die here. So, let me set a safe state. So, golems are weird. So what I like to do, you can make it through this section of golems without getting hit. You just kind of have to greed it a lot. If you go too soon, you get hit here, run's dead. That I reset on that. You're done. What I do is I count out. They close their mouths 4 times. They go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I go 1, 2, 3, 4. Like look at them go. You do that 4 times. That's when I go. 2, 3, 4. Like that. See, that was good. I just didn't jump all the way. But that's how you grade that, if you want to. But yeah, you just kind of want to go, and then jump here. Get hit by that guy. I get hit on purpose. And that's Shard 2. So the reason that you want to get hit there is because... So, it's weird. If you go too far left, what happens is the third golem can knock you to the right, and then you're toast. You also more often than not will get hit here, and then you definitely can't make it. So you have to take the hit. The reason I also like getting hit is so that, or not like I get hit. I jump when I get hit. Like you'll see, I'm gonna get hit here. Then I come here. I'm doing a little mini hop. That puts me over that ledge. If you get stuck on the ledge, that can be a problem. But yeah, that's Shard 2. So this, you can hit this from like literally anywhere. And, you know, that's good. So the issue is I've kind of made a bad mistake by setting my save state there because I can't show you how to properly leave now. But basically, as long as you are mini hopping over this ledge, like I did not do there, and you are like greeting, I say greeting, but it's free. As long as you're getting the door down without getting stuck in it, you're gonna leave fine. Come here, and then basically as soon as you get over this ledge, you're gonna pop, pop, pop. Very good. Mini hop here, go down, and then jump. And this fun fly won't be here because you just killed him. But yeah, that's how you want to leave. You'll be fine if you just don't get hit more than you need to. You can get hit once on the time you're trying to greed, as long as it's not the early hit. But yeah, if you get hit late, you're perfectly fine. You just have to not get stuck by the door. Next, we're going to move down to Gruz Mother. Come here. No inventory drops, you just keep holding. Slash this guy up. So Gruz Mother is interesting. Gruz Mother, the fight itself is not a problem. The fight is really not too bad. You just kind of have to adapt and practice it a bit. I'm here, you're gonna attack. That was a little slow. Ooh, definitely. Yeah, that was a little slower than normal because I hesitated a bit while I waited for them to attack. But yeah, that's kind of what it takes. And so now for cleanup. This is the worst part of the run. What you're gonna do is you're gonna stand here, and as soon as I start shaking, 2 full jumps, swing on the way. That's the most consistent cleanup setup. Cleanup is basically entirely RNG. But yeah, now you can talk to Sly, and you can say, "Hey Sly." Let's run through that again. This is the hardest part of the run. This is where most of your runs will die. The Xavier setup, the 741 yeah, whatever. 74V 13R setup for cleanup is really good. Alright, so this attack you just kind of want... You can keep consistent hits up on Gruz Mother on this attack. You kind of just want to hit them as they slam into the ground. just harder to deal with. Yeah, this position isn't great. I tend to try to hit them into the wall as much as possible. Okay, that position was actually good. Yeah, that's clean up. You just have to get lucky. But yeah, as soon as they start big shaking, hesitate for like a millisecond, and then full jump swing on the way down. That was bad. So you don't want to hit this platform. I don't know why I do that, but you hit up slash, so up slash down slash. That's how you break that. This section from here on out, it's mostly consistent. There's still some RNG, but it's not super big. Yeah, you just want to move from this room. I'll talk about this room more in depth in a second. Alright, actually, I will talk about it now. So, the issue with this room, I'm going to kill these guys. The issue with this room is that what you generally want to do is this guy, jump, pogo. That's, like, generally considered the fastest. But it's not all it's cut out to be, because this pogo, as you saw before, is just RNG. He's not always going to be there, and missing that is a lot slower than the alternative, which is going here, like this. That's faster than missing this pogo. And it's also slower because you can get lucky here and pogo this guy directly up. So it's you just kind of have to look. You have to get lucky. But you just got to look ahead and think like, hey, is that guy going to be in a position like, okay, I fumbled. This guy, he might move up. He didn't, but he could have. If he's too low, generally you can't make that like weird shortcut jump. There's just like not enough space. You'll bonk your head on him. Like here, yeah, not worth it. But if he's higher up, go for it. It's faster and it's more consistent. The jump's just a little hard because you can bonk your head on the little platform above. That would have been a great time to go for it. But yeah, this room from here on out, it's all just kind of movement you want to practice. Yeah, so that's that. Do a short hop off of that, and then you can go into this room. This room is fine. Just pogo. Pogo, pogo, pogo. Hit ball. You have to come into this room with like at least 2 health. And you can go, go, go. Oh, I messed up my jumps. Go, 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 go. You're out of here. And now what we're doing, we're walking across. We're gonna get another grub. Gonna get grub for it. This is the... It's just not a nice grub. What you want to do here, you can see there's 2 aspids in there. They are random. They suck a lot. What we're gonna do is we're gonna come here. We're gonna jump onto here. And we're gonna side slash, up slash, up slash, up slash. We're gonna go through. We're gonna jump to the edge, we're gonna go. Yeah, and that's that. The position that aspens go is random. The position they spawn is random. It's really weird. Like, that's really hard just because he wasn't far enough for me to jump over. Generally, the furthest you can hit this guy is, like, past this pillar. Past or in line with it. Which is just very useful. Because if you go too short, you're probably going to get hit, and now you got to go back for him. Which sucks. But this is, like, the last RNG. The second to last RNG check in the game. Like, here they're going to go up. Perfect. Now you can escape. You can make this. And then this is just some tight jumps, something you'll have to practice. But that's all consistent. Move up here. If you ever don't see me explain something, you can just kind of copy my movement through it. Like here, we go from this platform, this platform, this platform. It's not super good for me to talk about. This is a hard room. A lot of people suck at this room, and I get it. It's hard. So what you want to do, if you have 2 health here, you are in losing the run territory. Okay, well, I got lucky. But that guy, so he swings his big hammer. If it hits you, it does double damage. So if I'm on this health, I'm in danger of losing the run. And, like, let's say I flub my pogo. And he kills me. I just lost my run. You might be thinking to yourself, EK3, how do I not flub that pogo? Like a dumb, silly idiot. What you're gonna want to do, I'll go invincibility for this. We're gonna come like here-ish. Once you're in line with this club, That's when you're pogo. That's when you're jump, peak of height, pogo. So if I come through, let me turn off invincibility so I'm not a cheater. Come through. It'd be embarrassing if I mess this up. I'm here, in line, pogo, we're fine. Hit him, and then you're gonna save quit to menu. And that's something I don't practice it, but you just really have to be aware of it. And like I showed the first time I came in the room, he can like jump down, like he can slam on the ground. In that case, you're free. You just have to do another pogo. The lower you do it, the better, because the less chance you'll be caught on the wall in front of the grub. But that's all there is in that room. And now you reload your save. Ideally, it's in slot 1. I have in slot 2. You can also play, my world record is on 1214, where the difference is that your mouse, instead of resetting to this neutral position, it stays wherever you last put it. So you can leave your mouse in like about this range for faster quit outs. But I lost time on every quit out split in world record, so it's really not a big deal. But if you do that, you want your save file in slot 3. Now you do, when you get off, and then you just buffer jumps again, because what we're doing is going to grub father so that we can get enough money, and the third shard. So you just do that like normal, this is like normal, and then this is the most evil room in the run, because you're at the finish line. But this room is still very random. Like, he's there, so we can get through. But sometimes the guzzlers are here and like here. And you just can't get around that. So you can lose the run the last second. But now you're being chilling, getting your money. You're pretending look down does something. Yeah. So now shard, you're gonna want to come to this edge, wait for it to be in, and then as soon as all the shards come into you, like all the little particles, that's when you can save and quit. If you go too early, you won't get the shard. GG's. If you don't want to look at the particles, because that can be inconsistent, as soon as your life split splits, that's when you can quit out. So if you want to like diligently watch your timer and react to that, then yeah, you can. But yeah, now you're just save quitting, back to menu. You're gonna reopen your save one more time. Why is there only 1 minute on this save? You're gonna get off. You're gonna do 2 mini hops. So once you get off, you're gonna do like mini hop or mini. You're gonna do like 2 medium hops from the bench. That's the easiest way to get there. So you're at Sly, and then you want to talk to him. And the mash guard is the very first option for you to buy. So you just want to keep text mashing, mashing your confirm button, and then you'll have 150 geo no matter what you do. And that's it. The run's now done. You can put down your keyboard or controller. You should play with controller after you purchase the shard, because now it's just like a 7-second cutscene, and you're good. Run's now over. And important things to note is that most of the run can come down to RNG. If you don't have like sub 8, then RNG is not a big deal. You should just keep running to like improve your skill at the category, like boss fights and stuff. Once you get past like 750, that's when RNG matters the most. Like it matters the whole category, but that's when it's at its biggest influence. And so I would say, yeah, just be wary. I also just realized that I left my desktop audio way higher than it normally is. So if that was ear-shatteringly loud, that sucks. I'm not going to rewatch this and remake it. Tough. But yeah, that's the category. Hopefully this is a much better, more succinct tutorial than Zweebles, because it's not an hour long for the 7-minute category. But that's all you need to know. That's my wisdom passed on to you. And yeah, I don't know. Have fun. obviously. There will be times when you want to pound your head into the pavement because the category is extraordinarily cringe at time. But yeah, otherwise, this helped you in any way? Please drop a follow. Gift 5 subs on my Twitch at twitch.tv.com/t_k_3. But otherwise, yeah, have a lovely day or night or evening or afternoon.